Hello and welcome to Chair Yoga. My usual spiel, my name's Debbie Mormon, and this class is brought to you by Family Care Health Centers in St. Louis. So welcome. Please remember to only move in ways that feel safe and okay in your body. Sensations, stretch, those things are to be expected, but any sharp pain or burning pain is not okay. So as we move through the class, if there's anything that causes that sharp pain, just stop doing what you're doing. Do whatever you need to do to make this practice your practice. So modify for yourself. If I can't see you, so I'm not able to offer you feedback if I see you struggling, but listen to your body and move in the ways that are right for you today. And that can be different every day. So that's for all yoga, not just chair. Only move in the way that feels okay for you. So let's take a minute to get centered. So find an easy seated position. Check your posture, shoulders over the hips, ankles under the knees, hands on the thighs. Lower your gaze or close your eyes. Let the shoulders relax down and just take a minute to check in with the body. Note how the body's feeling today without judgment, without expectation. Just notice. And then allow your focus to land on your breath. Just feeling the air coming in and going out. And if you'd like to set an intention or a dedication today, please feel free to do that. Sometimes I like to dedicate my yoga practice to somebody in my life who might be struggling or ill or anything, maybe just to celebrate somebody. So maybe we'll try that today. So imagine somebody in your life who needs maybe a little extra love sent their way, or just somebody you want to spend the next little while appreciating. So maybe picture their face in your mind's eye. Maybe send them whatever energy they may need right now, whether it's healing, peace, comfort, wellness, health. Good. And we'll take 4 rounds of 4-7-8 breathing. So I will count you through the first 2 rounds, and then we'll take the second 2 rounds on our own, but I'll just describe it briefly first. We inhale through the nose for a count of 4, hold the breath for a count of 7, and exhale out the mouth for a count of 8. So pro tip, just make your exhale very slow. So we're elongating that exhale longer than anything else. So find your good posture. Let all your air out. Inhale through the nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale out the mouth. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale through the nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale out the mouth. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more like that on your own. And then just resume normal breathing when you're finished. That 4-7-8 breathing, when you're new to it, can sometimes cause you to feel a little bit lightheaded, but the more you do that breath work, the less that happens. I do 4-7-8 breathing twice a day, once in the morning and once when I get in bed to help me fall asleep. So if you want to make that a regular practice, it can be a wonderful tool to help yourself relax. Great. All right, let's get started. So we're going to start with just some neck and shoulder work to loosen up, since most of us carry our tension or stress in our neck and shoulders. That's where we're going to focus the first little bit of class today. So we're going to start by doing shoulder rolls, and we're going to do a bunch of them, because the more you do them, the more the tension is released. So let's start with shoulder rolls backwards. We're going to bring the shoulders forward, up by the ears, back, so the shoulder blades draw together, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. And then you can connect the breath with that. So as you're going forward and up, you inhale. As you go back and down, exhale. So just moving at whatever pace suits your breath today. It's almost like giving yourself a massage in the shoulders. I do this multiple times throughout the day to keep that tension in the neck and shoulders at bay. Maybe you're picturing the person you're dedicating your practice to today. A couple more. Good. Relax into stillness. And maybe you just check in with your body again. Has anything shifted in the very brief breathing and shoulder rolls? Maybe, maybe not. All right, let's take those shoulder rolls in the other direction. So now we bring the shoulder blades back, up, forward, and down. So now we inhale as we go back and up, exhale as we come forward and down. The connection of the movement with the breath is what helps yoga, what it makes yoga so calming to the central nervous system. Just imagine all the stress and tension just melting away. Couple more. And settle back into stillness. Just take a minute. Notice how the neck and shoulders feel. Good. Then we're going to lift the arms up over the head. Plug the shoulders, the arms down into the shoulders, so we're not hunching up the shoulders by our ears. The shoulders are relaxed down. And we're going to lift the heart. So it's not really a back bend, but just imagine breathing to lift the heart. And we're going to take a big inhale through the nose and an exhale out the mouth. Two more. Just imagine the shoulders being heavy. Good. Lower the right arm to the seat of your chair, so the right arm is at by your right hip. And we're going to take a side bend over to the right. And we're going to allow that right ear to just relax down toward the right shoulder. Left hip is rooted to the chair. The left arm is kind of up by the ear over to the right. And then we're going to go into some arm circles here. So we're going to circle the left arm down, back, up, and around. Just big circles with that straight left arm. And the right ear is melted to the right shoulder as we circle. Again, inhaling as you rise, exhaling as you lower. Good. The next time the left arm comes up by the left ear, take a pause. And we'll circle in the other direction. So now we're circling out, down, forward, and up. Big circles in the other direction. Your shoulders are going to love you for this. You can always do this with a bent arm if that feels better in your shoulders. Take one more. And let the left arm come down. Take a minute to recenter. And maybe just pause and notice the difference between the left shoulder and the right shoulder before we even it out. I like to notice how things shift in my body during my practice because that kind of reinforces like, oh yeah, this thing feels good, I need to do it, right? All right, inhale both arms up by the ears. Again, lift the heart a little bit. 2 breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. 1 more. Good. Now we'll lower the left hand to the seat of the chair so it's by your left hip. And we'll take a side bend over to the left, keeping the right hip rooted this time. And we'll take our arm circles this way. So the right arm comes forward, down, back, and up. And just find your flow here. Keep the left ear melted toward the left shoulder. So we're getting a little neck stretch in the right side of our neck while we work that right shoulder. Remember, inhale as you rise, exhale as you lower. That focus on the breath also helps us to stay present in the moment. Good, a couple more. I'm not counting at all, so who knows how many of these we're doing or if we're making it even. Next time the right arm comes up by the right ear, take a pause. Relax the left ear to the left shoulder, and then we'll circle the other direction. I'm getting confused which direction I went before. A couple more. And bring it all back upright. Taking another little pause here. Maybe the shoulders feel a little bit more evened out. All right, so we'll get into warming up the spine a little bit more with cat-cow. So we're going to interlace the fingers behind the head, and we're going to take a little cat-cow flow here. So we're going to inhale, lift the heart, arch the back, elbows draw toward your back wall, and the chin lifts. And then on an exhale, we scoop out the belly, widen the shoulder blades, elbows come closer to the head, and the chin drops. So it's inhale, arch, exhale, round. Keep the belly engaged to protect the low back. And when I say keep the belly engaged, I just mean draw the belly in and up a little bit. And maybe you want to move a little faster here, if that is in your practice today. If that feels nice, maybe you move a little bit faster to get the heart pumping. Maybe not. It's your practice. You do you. And slow it back down if you sped it up. So we're doing more repetitions today because that kind of helps really get you loosened up in the neck and shoulders. All right, if you want to go faster again, do that. Good. All right. Relax out. Relax the arms. Maybe bounce the legs. Shake out the arms. Loosening it all up. All right. So we're going to do some half neck circles. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn the whole head to look to our right side wall. And then we're going to lower the chin down toward the right shoulder, rotating it down through the chest, over to the left shoulder, and back up. So it's just sort of a half neck roll to the front. So we look right, then the chin comes to the chest, circles over to the left. One more. Come back to neutral, and we'll take it in the other direction. So now we turn the head to face left. Chin to left elbow, chin to chest, chin to right elbow, head up. I'm hearing a lot of creaking in my neck. I don't know if you guys are too. Let's take two more. Good. Back up to neutral. And now we're going to take those half neck rolls to the back. So I want you to be careful here. If you have any cervical neck issues, any pain or surgeries or whatever in your upper spine, your cervical spine, I want you to maybe either not do this or be very, very cautious as you do it. So now we're going to look to the Actually, we're not. We're going to drop right ear to right shoulder, and then circle the head back. Don't crank down into the cervical spine. So you kind of want to imagine as your head is tilted back, you're trying to reach your chin up and forward. That's going to kind of protect the cervical spine. And then circle it over left ear to left shoulder. Back up through neutral. Right ear to right shoulder. Circle it back over to the left. And up. So just flow like that a few times, again with respect for your body. I personally don't like cranking my neck back very much. Just doesn't feel good to me. Let's take one more in this direction, and then we'll go the other way. So left ear to left shoulder, head back, right ear to right shoulder, and up. So it's just kind of a half a neck roll to the back. Couple more. And come on, back to neutral. Now we'll take 3 full neck circles. So we're connecting both of those movements that we just did. We did 2 half circles. Now we're going to do a complete circle 3 times in both directions. And maybe take a minute as you're doing this to send some love to the person that you're dedicating your practice to today. switch directions if you haven't already. Good. All right, so we're gonna extend our arms to a T. We're gonna bring the palms facing up. And we're just gonna kind of pretend like we're an airplane and flow side to side. So the right arm goes up, left arm comes down, and then we tilt to the other side. So the right arm goes down, left arm goes up. So they end up kind of at a diagonal. So we're getting into the side body, stretch a little bit more. Keep the belly in. So it's kind of like an airplane that's really not in good control at all. It's going side to side. We would not be feeling too good if we were on this airplane. Good. The next time you side bend to the right, go ahead and let the hand land on the chair. Take a side bend over to the right so the left arm is up by the left ear. And if it feels okay in your neck, see what it feels like to take your gaze up under that left arm. If it doesn't feel good in your neck, keep it forward or down. And inhale, both arms back up by the ears, torso over the hips. And we'll take that side bend over to the left. And now maybe the gaze comes up under the right arm. Good. Inhale, both arms up by the ears, and exhale, release it all. Find your perfect posture. And we're going to interlace the fingers and press the arms forward. So the arms extend straight forward. The palms are facing your front wall. And we're going to inhale, lift them up overhead, find a little bit of arch in the back, and then bring the spine back up to neutral. We're going to bend the right elbow so it comes out to the right side wall, and the left elbow kind of ends up behind the head. So the fingers are still interlaced here. The right elbow is kind of more down toward your right side. And then we're going to take our gaze over to the right. We're going to hang out here and breathe a few breaths. So we're getting a little tricep stretch in that left arm and also a little stretch in our neck. Good. Inhale, press both palms up to the ceiling, back to facing forward, and now we'll let the left elbow bend out to the left. So the head is staying lifted into that right arm. Fingers are still clasped. And we're going to take our gaze over to the left. Slow, deep, even breaths. Good. Inhale, both palms up to the ceiling. We're going to take a little bit of a cat-cow here. So like we did a minute ago, we're going to inhale and arch the back a little bit. Exhale, scoop out the belly, round the back, and the palms reach toward the front wall. Inhale, lift the arms, arch the back. Exhale, round the back, hands reach forward. If you want to go faster here like we did earlier with your cat-cow, you can do that. Good. Go ahead and release out. Check in with yourself, see how you're feeling. And let's go ahead and stand up. And we'll let the shoulders and the neck rest a little bit and focus on the legs for a moment. So I'd like for you to stand facing the back of your chair. Check your posture. Shoulders over the hips, hips over the knees, head balanced. We're going to lift the right foot and just cross the right foot behind your left foot. You can't really see me, can you? So we're just crossing and hooking that right foot on the left ankle. And what we're going to do is just lift and lower the left ankle. So hold on to the back of your chair for balance. And we're just going to lift and lower the left heel. So this is building a lot of strength in that left calf. Also helping with balance a little bit to build strength in the ankles, which really helps with our balance. Inhale as you rise, exhale as you lower. Two more. Good. Release out. Shake that left leg, loosen it back up. And we'll take it on the other side. So we root down through that right foot, lift the left foot and hook the left foot around the back of your right ankle. Hold onto your chair. Gaze is straight ahead. And inhale, lift the right ankle. Exhale, lower the right heel, not ankle. Well, it is your ankle too. We're lifting and lowering the right heel. So we're coming up on the right toes and lowering back down. Two more. Good. Release the left foot back to the earth and shake out that right leg. And let's take a downward facing dog with our chair. So the hands come to the back of the chair. We walk the feet back until the body forms the shape of an L. So remember, keep as much bend in the knees as you need, because we're always more focused on the length in the spine in down dog. It's also a hamstring stretch, don't get me wrong, but it's also just a way to sort of decompress the spine a little bit. So imagine there's space between each vertebrae in your spine, and then maybe the legs straighten, maybe not. The legs are straight. See if you can imagine lifting your tailbone up towards the ceiling and notice how that shifts the stretch in the back of your legs. Slow, deep, even breaths. Good. Gently rise it up, walk the feet back forward. Flip your chair around so now you're facing the seat of your chair. And we're going to do another hamstring stretch. So we're just going to bring the right heel up to the seat of our chair. And you can do this seated as well. Just extend your right leg straight out in front. Peel the toes back toward the torso so the right foot is strongly flexed. We're going to lengthen the spine. So draw the torso up out of the pelvis, hinge at the waist. So we're trying to avoid a whole lot of rounding here. So maybe the hands come to the thigh, the shin, the chair. Just don't put the hands on your knee, on your right knee. If you need to keep your right leg bent here because your hamstrings aren't feeling too open today, please go ahead and bend the right knee. But you're kind of imagining that you're reaching your chin out beyond your toes. That helps to keep a little bit of length in the spine. Breathe into the back of that right leg. Big hamstring opener. The hamstrings are kind of stubborn, so we hold these poses a little bit longer to get some real good stretch back there. Let all that fascia soften. Good. Then go ahead and bend the right knee. Remove the right foot from the chair. Stand up. Maybe notice the difference between the right and the left leg. And we'll even it out. So let's take the left heel up to the seat of the chair, or if you're seated, just extend the left leg in front. Lift up out of the pelvis, hinge at the waist, keeping the length in the spine. Hands land on the thigh, the shin, or the chair. Left foot is flexed, and the toes are pointed straight up at the ceiling. The chin reaches out beyond the toes, and we breathe. Breathe into the back of that left leg, remembering bend the left knee any amount that you might need to make this your practice. As long as you're feeling a stretch back there, you're doing it right. It doesn't have to look like me. Call to mind the person that you're dedicating your practice to today. And go ahead and bend the left knee. Draw the left foot back to the floor. Stand up. And we're going to use the wall a little bit more, going back to our shoulders. So if you can find an open space on your wall, I have too many pictures, so I don't really have a good open space. But we're going to take like TSA arms, you know, when you're going through security at the airport. And I want you to keep your shoulders and your arms flat against the wall. And on an exhale, we're going to lower the arms so the elbows come down towards the side body. And inhale, they come back up to TSA arms. So exhale, and the arms are staying in contact with the wall the whole time. This is a great one to do just during the day to help loosen up your shoulders. So everything stays in contact with the wall the whole time you're doing this. Exhale as you lower. Inhale as you rise. Both shoulders planted against the wall. Good. One more. And relax out. All right, our final shoulder stretch today. We're going to start facing the wall, almost like you're going to kiss the wall, and the right arm is going to extend straight out to the side, so like a T. If you know you have shoulder issues, you can bring that right hand down a little bit further. That makes it less intense. But wherever you are, so we're kissing the wall here, and then we're going to do a quarter of a turn to the left. So now my all 10 toes are facing the right side wall. Big stretch in that right shoulder. Draw the left shoulder back. Right shoulder and right arm firmly against the wall. Breathe into that opening in the right shoulder. Relax the shoulders. We're not tensing up here. We're trying to soften into this twist and stretch. Good. And then gently turn back to face the wall. Release the right arm. Maybe shake the arms out a little. And we'll even it out. So now we're facing the wall, up close to the wall, so like our nose could even be touching the wall here. Left arm extends straight out to the left, or maybe down more to a diagonal, depending on your shoulders. And then we pivot to twist a quarter turn to the right. So now we're facing our left side wall. Drawing the right shoulder back. Can intensify the stretch in the left shoulder. You do what works for you, but breathe here. Such a nice counter stretch for all the hunching over that we do most days, at least me anyway, on the computer, on my phone. Good. Just release out, step away from the wall, and we'll come back to sit in our chair. We'll do some sun salutations, and then cool down a little bit and call it a day. So, find your seat. We're just gonna press our palms together in front of the heart center in prayer. And we're going to inhale the arms straight up overhead. Maybe find a slight back bend. Lifting the chin here can help. And then we're going to widen the arms and lean the torso forward to come into a forward fold. Head and neck drops. And then we're going to inhale, lift the torso up, but bring that right knee with you. So the right knee is hugged into the chest. And we inhale, arch the back for a little like cow pose here. And then exhale, round the back. Knee is still lifted. And then we're going to release the right foot down to the floor. Inhale the arms up. Overhead, exhale, forward fold again. Inhale, bring that left knee with you, so the left knee is bent, hugged into the chest. Inhale, arch the back, chin lifts. Exhale, scoop out the belly, round the back, chin drops. Inhale, lift it up. Release the left leg. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, find your forward fold. Inhale, arms wide, flat back all the way up, hands to prayer. And exhale, hands come back down to heart center. So that's our sun salutation. We'll do that, let's do it 3 more times. So inhale the arms up, or the palms up overhead. Find a little bit of arch. Exhale, hinge at the waist, forward fold. Inhale, bring the right knee up with you and arch the back. Exhale, scoop out the belly, round the back. Release the right leg to the floor. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, arms wide, fold forward. Inhale, bring that left knee up with you and arch the back. Exhale, round the back. Release the leg. Inhale, arms up overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, palms rise up, a little bit of arch in the back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up with the right leg and arch the back. Exhale, knee stays up there, round the back. Release the right leg. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bring that left knee up and arch the back. Exhale, round the back. The forehead comes toward the knee. Release the left leg. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. So I've already forgotten how many we've done, so we're going to do one more. Inhale, arms come up, find a little back bend. Exhale, hinge to forward fold. Inhale, bring the right knee up with you and arch the back. Exhale, scoop out the belly, round the back. Release the right leg. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bring the left knee up with you. Arch the back. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, release the leg and arms come up overhead. Exhale, take your forward fold. And this time, let's just hang out here in forward fold to rest and restore. Maybe some open mouth inhales and exhales. Maybe you sway the body a little side to side, just enjoying all the softening we did in the shoulders and the back and the neck and the backs of the legs. Draw the low belly in, and we're going to round up as slowly as we can. So maybe the hands come to the knees to help, but imagine very slowly you're stacking one vertebrae on top of each other as you rise the torso back up. Shoulders and head are the last thing to come up. Maybe take a couple shoulder rolls backward and settle into stillness. All right. Let's just take a little hip opener and then we'll have our meditation. So options are to take our figure 4 with the right foot over the left knee, or the right ankle over the left ankle. Or maybe the left hand grabs the right foot, right hand grabs the right knee, and we lift that leg off the left knee, and we just open and close. So we're drawing the right knee out to the right, and then the left foot or right foot over to the left. So it's almost like you're cradling a baby or rocking a baby side to side, but you're using your leg instead. Good. Keep that right knee right foot flexed. Just nice and slow, side to side. And if you're keeping your right ankle on your left knee, you could still do a little swaying side to side. Either way is perfect. Nothing fast, nothing jerky. We're not forcing or cranking anything. Good. Settle back into stillness wherever you are in this. Good. Go ahead and release the right foot back to the floor, noticing the difference between your right hip and your left hip before we even it out. All right, so either the left ankle crosses over the right ankle, left ankle crosses over the right knee, left foot's flexed. Stay here, or maybe the right hand grabs the left foot, left hand grabs the left knee, and we lift it off the right knee and open and close it. Draw it from left to right. Keep the belly in, the spine straight. Sending a little love to those hips. And go ahead and release the left foot. And we'll settle in for our Shavasana. So options are to stay seated with our perfect posture. You can always lie on your back on the earth if that works for you, or put your head down on your desk. Do whatever you need to do to allow the effects of the class to just reverberate in the body. So take a minute to wiggle and get comfortable. And then allow yourself to settle into stillness. Lower your gaze or close your eyes. And with each exhale, allow yourself to feel heavy, to feel soft. And with each inhale, imagine feeling light. I have a short reading by Dana Falls called Self-Observation Without Judgment. Release the harsh and pointed inner voice. It's just a throwback to the past and holds no truth about this moment. Let go of self-judgment. The old, learned ways of beating yourself up for each imagined inadequacy. Allow the dialogue within the mind to grow friendlier and quiet. Shift out of inner criticism, and life suddenly looks very different. I can say this only because I make the choice 100 times a day to release the voice that refuses to acknowledge the real me. What's needed here isn't more prodding toward perfection, but intimacy, seeing clearly and embracing what I see. Love, not judgment, sows the seeds of tranquility and change. So just take a couple minutes to meditate on that thought of self-observation without judgment. Gently begin to deepen the breath. Some flickers of movement in the fingers and the toes. And then as you're ready, reach the arms up by the ears, the legs out in front, and give yourself a big stretch in both directions. And then release it all down. If you're on the floor, go ahead and bring yourself up to an easy seated position. Press the palms together in front of the heart center. The gaze is lowered or the eyes are closed. And call to mind again your person that you dedicated this practice to, and send whatever type of love or energy or prayers or whatever works for you toward that person. And then take a minute to thank yourself for showing up for your class today. And maybe take another moment just to briefly scan the body like we did at the beginning of class and note any shifts or changes, how things feel different now than when we first started the class. And if you're not noticing anything, we don't judge that. We don't think it's not working. We don't think we suck at yoga. It just is what it is. My soul honors your soul. I commend the place in you where the Spirit resides. I admire the place in you that is of love, light, truth, and peace, because it's also within me. And in sharing these things, we are united. We are one. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you are feeling all right. And I will see you next time. Have a great one. Bye-bye.